Welcome back to our JWE3 and JWE2 modded park build. So let's get some raptors going here. We got the Utahs out. We might as well keep processing and digging Velociraptor. It would be good to get more baby Utahs out, but I think I want to get Velociraptor started and like in the park before I expand the Utahraptor pack. So we'll keep going at this. Oh, are they both done? Oh, we actually have it. So no expedition needed. We should do something. Because I don't want to process a single Velociraptor fossil alone. That's kind of a waste. Deinocheirus, maybe? We could do... I mean, the other stuff we have is like Anki. Deinocheirus is only 500 mil. That's not good, but that's not bad. Oh, this is 180. Let's do this one. Perfect. Okay. Alright, we got a bunch of fossils, so we just want to get this raptor and then fill up whatever else we can with some nice roast duck. So a little bit of duck, a lot of raptor, or the opposite rather, a lot of duck, a little bit of raptor. I went ahead and put in some new plants here to give it more of a long grass vibe and less of a flowery vibe, but I happened to spend all my money doing that on all three of these carnivore exhibits, so that was not smart. I should not have done that, but it's too late now. Also, the amenities are still crap. Let's oh, man, because like obviously I can just turn this one off, so I guess we do that, but like what about this one? Should I turn that one off? Probably. I might as well. Actually, hold on. Profit 10,000? This is not worth it. No. Because the smalls make a 20k profit. Or 15 here, because this isn't even at full capacity, but it's still better. Yeah, shut down the mediums, keep the smalls on. Yeah, I'm not. It's very well known how I feel about hybrids, which is that I don't like them. But at least at this point, they're like already made. Okay, so Velociraptor. Here's the Velociraptor situation. We have Jurassic World baby. We have baby blue, which I don't know what the deal with this is. It's got one skin, so I guess it's specifically blue from Jurassic World as a baby. And then we got novel baby Velociraptor as well. So like, I have two different raptor babies. How do I want to mix them? I feel like this one might be more correct because this one here is like really small and gangly. And it should be more of a juvenile raptor than a true baby. So I think that's what we should do. But we can always change our mind. So since we have so many variants, we again have to do the random stuff. I think I'm going to do default raptors so that I can complain about how ugly they are. That sounds like a thing to do. You know what? Yeah, we do this. We do default raptors for the JWE3 experience because we already know they look like crap. That makes sense. I'm about that. 75, 7 genetics. I could slap somebody on this, but I also kind of want to do power. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Why not? What do you want from me? Stop it. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm not going to do any digs. I'm just going to save up money. Try to get raptors out and then try to do power upgrade after that, I guess. 1 minute on contract. Social, humble, intolerant alpha. So that's like optimal dominance, basically. None of these are aggressive. We'll take all 6 of these, I think. That's almost $3 million, so it's going to be a hot moment, actually, before we can breed those. Here's my thought process, right? The Utahraptor, we got this nice family unit, right? 2 big ones, 2 little ones. We'll put in, like, 2 more little ones, maybe. Nice, happy family. But for the Velociraptors, I'm going to go like full Lost World chaos mode and just have a bunch of adults and babies running around. Maybe we could put some... Do we have any bones? I don't know. I don't think I have... Are there any like not mounted skeletons in base JWE? I don't think there is. There's a mod for it, but I don't have it installed. So I was thinking, like, playing into that vibe. The, like, Isla Sorna novel vibe of the Raptors being completely chaotic would have been fun. Oh, well. I'm not going to go ahead and add a mod for that because it's not very JWE3 coded, but it would have been kind of fun to do. All right, I put some more decorations in here. We have this, like, Japanese bridge that I missed completely. I think it looks kind of nice going over a lake here. So this is kind of like a good spot to put it. This is really our only like visitor lake we have. Just leads to the Triceratops statue. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. It's fine. We got this big tower. I also missed this. So I've chucked a few of these in kind of in places where they look like they could be like viewing towers or something. I put a pair in over here along with like an archway. I thought that was a pretty cool vibe for this carnivore sector. So I think that's fun. Some other like little decorations here, like these like stone lanterns. This like pillar. I just put this pillar in the corner. Seems all right. We have money. We should spend it. So let's get raptors. It's still not enough, actually. I need more money. Never mind. Contract time, though, maybe? Yes. New research, higher revenue. This could be really shit, but if it is, we just reroll. Large substation. I mean,
for the dinosaurs.
Do I have to? $1 million? No, I ain't doing that. $1 million to get 365. I'm good, thank you. We'll replace that when we can. All right, raptors are on the way. I couldn't really think of what to do with this pen aesthetically, so I just put in some pine trees. You got to be kidding me. Storm rolled in when we put out Utahraptor, and now Storm is rolling in when we put out Velociraptor. What have I done to deserve this hatred? Okay, Ranger Team 4, we'll get you assigned. Insufficient fuel. Are you sure? I think you're lying. I think you have all the fuel you need. I think that's what it will be. I think it will be essentially the babies just appear. Carnotaurus pen is down. Wait, why are both my ranger teams just out of fuel? I guess I just didn't notice for a while that they were running out. Usually they don't even hit 0. Like, usually it's taken care of before then. Hurry up! Oh, hurry up! Oh, hurry up! Sir? Okay, it is fixed. There we go. Okay, we good? We're good. Velociraptors, missing forest. You'll find it. We'll check out these ugly fellas when all of them are in there, I guess.
Starting the task. Please resume your normal working activity.
Okay, you're the one over there. Why did I pick you? Oops.
Delivery has been completed.
Wait, why does it always pick 3? There's 4. Okay. Weird. Wait, 4 is over there too. Wait, hold on. Who is this? This is 3. Did I put 4 on this, I think, right? Yes. And this one should be 3? Yes. Okay, we're good. Velociraptors. 88%. Missing forest. Nerds. More trees. Okay. Stop crying. Okay, Velociraptor check. What do we got? We got Sonoran Rana. That's about as good as they ever look. We've got Mangrove Calcarana. Sure exists. That's sure a raptor. Great Sandy Papu. You know what? The yellow almost makes it look like something. You almost did it. You almost had a vibe. How is this any different than Rana? How is Calcarana any different? What? Pulkrana, you're blue. Sure, man. You certainly a raptor. Death Valley Papurana. Yep, they look like nothing. Oh, I guess Rana is blue. I thought Rana was black, but it's not. So it is, they are different, but yeah, they all suck. I'm not sure if, like, you can even see the eggs in the nest, actually, in JWE3. Like, that's not clear. We've never actually seen an egg, right? We've seen the nest icons that show eggs, but we've never seen an actual in-game egg. Yeah, the Raptors are done extremely dirty. They always are. It's just weird. Okay, we're gonna go backwards because it's glitched. All right, we're gonna try these ones. We'll do true random. Okay, random per egg, random pattern. Okay, no alpha genes on the babies. Why are my contracts in the way? Save and exit. You're talking about like the main, like, not in-game shot, right? Like, there's definitely eggs in the UI and eggs in the advertising, but I don't know if we have any evidence of there actually being in-game eggs, or if they'll just be abstracted as being behind a bush somewhere. I mean, I hope you can see the nest physically, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think we've actually seen it yet, right? Every shot we have of, like, the nest is, like, kind of bushes in a cave. And if they show the eggs in game, then, like, can you see the eggs hatch? They would have to animate that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever actually see the eggs, or if the nest will just be completely obscured. Maybe they won't. Maybe we'll see the eggs, but they won't hatch if you're looking at them. You have to turn the camera away, and the eggs will despawn, and the babies will spawn. Could be. I mean, listen, JWE has advertised other things that weren't there, especially in, like, the pre-rendered cinematic trailers, so... why are all my babies angry? Why do I have so many angry babies? They're either intolerant or aggressive. We'll do these three. We have enough money left that we can probably go do an expedition. But I kind of want to do power. I think we save up and do that. So we'll get these babies out, but after that we're going to sit. I should check the amenities too here off video. Alright, that's the juvenile raptors. They do get airlifted, so we don't run into that issue. This one is a Limpopo extra pattern 20. We got a mangrove extra pattern 19. Sure is a raptor. And that's the one of the big ones. So 13, 14, 15. That baby looks like he's got a skin condition. All right, are they happy? Yes. Oh, they did the social with the big one. All right. We can probably do some more of those at some point as well. Looks like I lost power to this when I put in other amenities, even though I shut some down. So yeah, we really do need to get the power upgrades, so we'll do that. I just wouldn't read into anything in like the promotional artwork, because I just don't think that's trustworthy for like finer details on like if the JP3 Pteranodon gets and stuff like that. Looks like this is all the raptors we're getting. I thought we could fit a few more. We could fit like 1 or 2 more babies in, I think. I may not do it. Oh, the area is actually pretty limited. Yeah, maybe we'll call it here. I was just looking at forest open space. I didn't pay attention to the area demand. That's fine. 3 babies, 6 adults. That's very Lost World. Because there's like a single juvenile alive in Lost World. The novel, not the film. Out of the raptor pack. Plus it'll contrast good with the Utahraptors. Like we got these like paleo-accurate dromaeosaurs that are raising big clutches of eggs eventually. We just haven't bred all the babies yet. And then we've got the film canon raptors that have like 3 babies and 6 adults because they suck at what they're doing. And that seems appropriate to me, you know? Conceptually. All right, power upgrades. And then we can actually power everything, maybe. At least the viewing gallery is powered. That's the big thing. Looks like literally the upgrades are just going to go into... Yeah, they don't even power the fences. That's a bit crap. It's almost completely powered, but not completely. So, disappointing. Well, let's think about what animal we do next. So I want to finish this exhibit area, which means we need 1 more carnivore to take up the centerpiece. So I'm going to chew on that for a moment. We want something that's not expensive to dig up. Like Spinosaurus, we could research easily, but then it would be expensive. Allosaurus, maybe? If we can get some strong ones out. I don't want to do Deinocheirus there. Or Gigantoraptor. I want specifically one of the larger theropods. I think it might make sense to try to get the Allosaurus. Could also like consider space requirements, but it's probably fine. Let's try to do Allo. So Pachycephalosaurus is strong, but does anything else have strong? Probably not. Short-lived. Oh, the irony. The irony of Moros's only genetic trait chance being short-lived. Love it. Do you think they did that on purpose? Do you think they made Moros realized he was like really shit and died all the time because he couldn't run properly, and then they gave him short-lived as a funny joke? Could be. Allosaurus is pretty expensive to dig up. Well, it's like, is it? But isn't it like $1 million, but not like a lot of digs, right? Like, I feel like you finish Allosaurus in like 3 or 4 expeditions. Like, we can do that. It's better than Rex or Spino, I think. Okay, Pachycephalosaurus is the only thing with strong. So let's reset these. We can do some babies again. Yeah, we don't have the strong genes. Let's make sure that doesn't change. Yeah, 25% strong. 2 dig sites that are 2 times each. That doesn't seem that bad. Let's just do a second batch right away. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't go for Allo, Like, everything else is deeper in the research trees. Like, berry would obviously have been good, but... yeah, I think it has to be aloe. Okay, 1 strong. 2 strong, already done. Let's check the other batch. Maybe we have some non-sickly strongs. The irony of being strong but sickly is fun, too. So 2 more strongs. So we'll just hatch these 2. We'll get these out, make sure everything is good, and then... we'll get working on aloe. Baby time. 2 baby Pachycephalosaurs. With their weird little non-mobile hands.
The fact that you're still here should tell you something.
Alright, green and blue Champlain Pulcrana and a Great Sandy Calcarana. Brown and red. Sure. I didn't see the unlock, but it's only the requirement, so it's not an automatic. But it is cheap, 1 and 4, so that's great. Just go ahead and do that for me. Oops. And then I guess we gotta sit and accumulate cash so we can do the dig actually when we're ready here. All right, 11 logistics for Allosaurus, 7 and 4. We need money still, but yeah, that gets us the 11 for these 2 dig sites. So now we play the waiting game as you do in JWE2. Okay, we have like perfect. We could have 1 billion Pachycephalosaurs. 6 minutes on a contract too. $1 million. We can at least do the cheap one and still have some money left over. If I remember correctly, you actually need the base cost to even click on it, right? So you can't even you can't actually make yourself go broke if you have a cheaper expedition person, because the game won't let you click on something that's got a base cost that's what actually puts you in danger. So a storm, oh no. At least it's something for me to do. The biggest threat remains the possibility of the Dilos escaping, because we can't move them. You know, interestingly, we've never had fence damage from these storms, ever. Only the gates. Not a single segment of fence has actually taken damage. That's strange. Yeah, that was another completely toothless storm. Wonder if that's like a map thing? Because some storms are different on different maps, even when they like the same storm type. But I've never noticed a difference in like what gets damaged, which is weird. Unless it's like a storm intensity thing with like the challenge mode settings. Because I think we did like normal storms instead of like more often storms or whatever. Is that true? Yeah, default level weather. It does say it adjusts the intensity and frequency. So if you do default level weather, do your fences not get damaged? I had no idea that was a thing, if that's what's actually going on here. That's kind of weird. The, you know, we do see on like some of the jungle maps, the tropical maps, that there's like 2 tiers of storms. Where there's like the weak storms that reduce comfort by 10% and the strong ones that reduce by 20 and do more damage. Maybe that's kind of what's going on. We don't get the intense storm, so we don't get fence damage. Could be. Well, that's the upside of coming to a stream. You get to interact with a bunch of other people instead of just playing a game by yourself in a quiet room. It's kind of the reason I started doing this stuff. It's like, might as well add more to the experience, right? Okay, fossil extraction there. Let's get the expedition going. They do during intense storms outside of deserts and tundras. Yeah, that's sounds about right. Yeah, we just haven't had any tornadoes, I guess. Okay. Wait, who did I send away? Oh, you had to rest. Sure. Let's rest this person at the same time, even though it's premature. All right, time for another aloe dig. 7 and 4. There we go. I actually managed to come up with a design for our eventual Allosaurus enclosure that I actually kind of like. Slow, dramatic reveal. It's just this. It's just a little island with a bridge, but I think that's kind of fun. Why is this the Allosaurus pen? No idea. What happens if I try to walk over this bridge right now? It doesn't work. Immense disappointment. But yeah, I managed to even get the water to actually go under just the bridge, which was actually more difficult than I liked. I had to actually like use the water removal tool to actually just try to get this narrow strip, so pretty surprised it even worked. But I think it's a fun vibe. We can put some reeds in here, maybe. Watch this just ruin it. It just takes the water away. It shouldn't, but, you know. You know, putting the reeds in there kind of defeats the purpose of even needing the water to go underneath. All right, well, that's fine. We know the water goes through. It's still good. It's all good. So, running our second Allosaurus dig. Did the first one finish? I think we cleared the first Allosaurus dig in 1, actually. Because I don't see it anymore. What percentage are we actually at? %. I mean, that's technically half. Less than half in terms of fossils, though. Alright, well, we'll keep going here. Alright, we got some silver cynodonts. A healthy amount of Allosaurus. 51 and 40. That's pretty good. We'll put fast guy on this, and then slow guy can do the second round. That is done, actually. Allosaurus is done in 2 with the dig capacity added in. Okay, I think Allosaurus was the right call. That worked out pretty well. All right, last 2 fossils gets us from 91 to 100%. Boom, Allosaurus. We got a fat 2 million stacks here ready to go. Let's take a look. So Allosaurus, even though we don't have the genome yet, we can take a look at what our options are. 5 variants. So Frontier variant, 2022, which is what we're going to do for the JWE3 vibe. We got Juvenile. I think this is a Paleo Allo. We got Baby Allo from Mod. And then, yeah, I guess I'm not using... So I'm not using the Fallen Kingdom Juvenile. Or wait, am I? No, I am using the Fallen Kingdom Juvenile because it's just a single skin. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure which Allo to use. I didn't really settle on this per se. I legitimately might back out to the menu and think about which baby we want to do again. But we'll get the adults out first for like the alpha and stuff. So we should probably, let's do random, but not, let's just do true random. That's fine. Blank is boring. We don't use these variants enough. Let's actually remove the film canon one and do all of the different skin combos. That'll be a little more interesting, I think. We'll have to double check these genes when we have the full genome. All right, Allosaur's are ready to go. 75, 75, humble social. We've randomized the skins. $1 million to get the embryos. I don't know. Okay, first off, I actually need more genes. We need 14. I don't know how many I want. I could breed like 2 adults maybe to start with. So we have 13 here. I guess we'll just put a point in you. It feels weird to have only 1 adult for anything in the park, because like part of the purpose of the build is to emulate 3, and 3 would have male and females to do breeding. So like I feel like we should always at least have 2 adults. We only have 1 adult Brachie, but I do intend to breed another Brachiosaurus at some point as well. Maybe we'll do that before the end of today. So I think I'll probably try to hatch 2 of these allos, which may require us to sit here and accumulate cash for a while. We should also look for contracts. Incubate some dinosaur eggs. I mean, maybe. 6 Oviraptor eggs. Oh, son of a bitch. How much is this worth? 470 plus the 90. 500k for Oviraptor eggs. But we only... Right, I set the unlock thing to be like 90% or something. So this ain't happening. Piece of cake, I guess. Fucking... The decision is a piece of cake to not do this. We're not doing Oviraptor eggs. Well, let's see what we got. We got social humble large appetite, social humble large appetite, social humble intall. So intall is, I can't tell what you are. You're a Great Sandy Calcarana. Limpopo Calca, Death Valley Rana. Calco. I don't think I want 2 Calcos. Here's my thought process. Limpopo Calco, because it's greenish, and then one of the 2 brown skins with a different pattern. So we'll have 2 large appetite. We'll skip the intolerant one just because aesthetics. We'll do these 2. But that's $3 million, so yikes. So I need to build some cash up. I have an idea. We could trigger the you have no money pop up and take it just to save time. We've ignored it the entire run. We've never taken the 5 million. I could just do it. I think I might. Okay, sir. Reset all genes. Okay, it won't let me go forward or backwards. I've never encountered this bug. If I do this... Okay, that works. It's a little buggy occasionally. Random... Can I do random favorite without this getting weird? Yes. Okay, baby allos. We're doing this one specifically because this one looks like... This is in the way again. This one looks like the JWE3 baby. Because it's based on the Battle of Big Rock allo. Whereas the other 2 juvenile allos we have are based on Fallen Kingdom and just paleontology. So they don't quite have the vibe they need. All right, these 2... So then I guess I gotta go do like an expensive expedition to trigger that pop-up. So, I don't know, do we have like a Deinocheirus one that would take most of my money? 510, that should be enough, right? Let's just send you a not cheaper. Alright, I'm taking it. We're doing it just this one time because it's really late and I don't want to sit here for 7,000 hours trying to get money. Alright, so we need 11 welfare here. So we're going to take... So this person is kind of like the actual welfare specialist in that they got the faster treatment trait. So it probably makes the most sense to invest in them. So we put them at a 5. That gets us to 10. And then we could put a point into like this person. And not overdo it to save, save on their upkeep costs that way. And then we'll have to dispatch the geneticist to help, or I guess we can do the expedition person to help. That's fine. Yeah, then we keep the... Well, it doesn't really matter who goes, does it? Let's do the genetics specialist, because we already have the babies ready to go. Which we got... I can hatch into all. That's fine. Yeah, that's worth less. So we'll do 2 adults, 2 babies. We'll try to fit 4 aloes in here. If we need to expand it, we expand it. I'm okay with expanding this out a little bit. We could also do... No, we should do two adults, 1 baby for the for the Rexes. I was gonna say we could like follow the family structure for the Lost World T-Rexes, but I think we'll literally just do that for the T-Rex. So like, why would I do that for the aloe? A bunch of Deinocheirus fossils we can't process, but a pretty good haul. 2 million bucks. Should I just keep like pushing this here? I can probably just wait and get the money for the babies, honestly, because this is 6 minutes. So like by the time these are out, we'll have these. I did keep my cheaper expedition person back, so I think we'll just keep digging up fossils in the meantime, so we're at least, you know, moving forward. Deinocheirus appears to maybe be done. So that opens the question of now what? Now what indeed? I use my geneticist, so I really can't do a new species unlock. So we just have to find something to dig up that actually is going in the park. And I don't know what we have. We have Anki. Yeah, I guess we do Anki. But it's like expensive. Do I just take the money every time I trigger it at this point? Like 3 stars is kind of like the end of worrying about progression, really. Without lifespans, like we have no deaths turned on. So it kind of makes it pointless to like not take this. Let's just do this. Sure, why not? All right, we've had a slight accident in that I clicked in the wrong area, but we managed to secure it. So we'll be fine here. We just got to get them sedated and moved out. Is Indominus Rex smarter than the Indoraptor? I have no idea. Maybe? Death battle averted. So, Allosaurus number 2. Actually, I like that. So the Allosaurus, the big rock style Allosaurus, I never liked this pattern, like these splotches. Which is why I usually use the film version. This one's not bad because the splotches are kind of blended. They still look a little weird. What is going on with the grass? The grass is reacting to the presence of the camera. This is upsetting. I don't like it. Anyway, yeah, the splotches are still, you know, quite visible, but they're not as egregious as they normally look to me. I've never been a huge fan of this, the pattern on this variant.
This part of the job is never easy.
Wait, what? Wait, who died? Wait, how did a death pop up and disappear? What? Wait, did a baby get eaten? Wait, who died? Hold on. What the fuck? Did one of the raptors, one of the babies, like, get into the pen? They get eaten whole? No, that couldn't be, because the aloe was sedated. Wait a second. Do we only have... Okay, I saw a red marker pop up earlier for a moment and then disappear. Something's eating the babies whole. I think so. We're down to 1 raptor baby. We lost a raptor before the aloes were in here. Are the raptors killing the babies? That's crazy. And eating them whole somehow? What the fuck? Or are they starving or something weird and we're not getting the pop-up? No.
We have a deceased animal in the park. We need to get the carcass removed as soon as possible. If we don't, we run.
It's definitely the raptors. Right? Because we had 6 adults and 3 babies, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Definitely the raptors.
The risk of
Yeah, that's
disease.
actually like canon. That's hilarious that it'd be the Velociraptor. How in the hell? That's so weird. Like, are the adults eating the babies, actually? Or is something else happening where they're, like, deleting themselves? Okay. You're the only baby. So you're the last baby. We're going to name you so that we know, just by looking here, where it is. And that if we could try to, like, keep a little bit of an eye on it and see if something weird happens. Alright, so these guys, prey feeder, yes, I have not put in a prey feeder. Is this one I moved still in range of this? Yes. Alright, goat feeder. I guess we'll put it here in the middle, that's fine. All right, they got trees. Okay, so this was the first one we're looking at. This was Death Valley Rana. And this one, well, that's a whole vibe on the Limpopo Calcarana. Like, you see what I mean about this pattern kind of just looking weird? This one's almost so over the top, I don't hate it as much. Like, the facial patterning is good. Like, the stripe on the jaw is fine. But the body patterning looks really weird, especially on the spine, how there's these, like, gaps. If the babies on the Compy rig, they would be swallowed whole if they're not recognized as a friendly species. You might be onto something. That might be it. Because yeah, it could be like an upscaled Compy. Yeah, this is like crazy. It looks like he rolled in paint or something. This is a little too much. I think even if the pattern was still splotchy, but it just wasn't so continuous over the back, except for these gaps, it would look better too, maybe. It's like, I don't even hate it on the tail. The face is good. It's just the body that looks like really weird. Like, at least the tail has more regular striping. I don't know. It's strange. Frontier Aloe is better. 2 babies, 3 mil, 200,000. I need to get my cash to 0 so that I can trigger the contract. So I guess I should hold the fossils, technically, if I'm going to do this, and not, like, trigger them. Hey, we didn't see what happened to the baby. We can go with whatever headcanon we want. If they got teleported to the Shadow Zone, we don't know. Where's the other Anki dig site? Is it really this far south? Oh, I just don't have the cash. They're too expensive. They're all too expensive. Okay, so we do this. And now the contract should probably trigger for sure. And money. It's just that easy. People say challenge mode is hard. What are they talking about? You just click a button and you get 5 million bucks. Easy peasy. All right. Well, looks like we cleaned out the Anki dig site there. That's everything that was left. Incubation's halfway along. I mean, I could probably go out and make myself go broke again, I guess. Kind of defeats the purpose of doing challenge mode, but honestly, it's fine. This is 2 million. This is 3 million. 2,000,001. So yeah, we'll save it for 2,000,001. Do that and then reset. We found the culprit. Kills 2. So this is the baby eater, right? Specifically this one? Why this one? Like, why is it the same raptor? That's crazy. He got a taste for it. I'm half expecting to see him go in again for the third. See if we can get the trifecta. But this one's still hanging in there. I assume it will die eventually, probably when we're not looking at it. Let's save before we release these allos. And when all the raptor babies are dead, we'll go ahead and we'll try the other raptor baby mod that we have installed as a replacement. Charmander is disgruntled. That's probably going to make him evolve to a Charmeleon. Okay, so we got a geneticist here, so let's do fossils. And then when both of our geneticists are back, we can go do Brachie. Get the Brachie Alpha out finally, which I want to finish this episode as well. 2,000,001, 2,000,016. Well, okay. Fair enough.
Well done.
There's that contract. Looks like that was the old Alpha too. Interesting. Is it like dominance challenge for the against the babies, and then if it wins, it just fucking eats them? Like, not intentionally, but is like a glitch? I don't know. Very curious. Yeah, so the discount gives me money back.
Asset being transported.
Well, whatever. Maybe when we synth the Brachie, we'll be low enough that it'll pop. Oh, how you liking my little island, Mr. Allosaurus? What do you think? I made this for you. No comment? Okay, fine. Be that way. Alright, we got our little gremlin. Hopefully you don't get eaten because you're expensive. That was a Svalbard Calcarana baby, but now he's in the trees. We can't see him. Yeah, I mean, that's just the adult pattern. Very, like, gold. He looks like he's just got, like, gold inside his body. Like he's a rock with, like, a vein of gold running through it. This one is Calcarana too, but I guess with the base color, it doesn't look quite so overtly gold. Number 4, Sonoran Pelophylax. The red and purple's not bad. Like, that's not a bad combo. Oh, there goes the goat. Toasted. Yeah, a little bit of a geode vibe. Alright, let's see if we've got what we need here for a Brachie. Brachiosaurus. Should we do a 2001 for the male? Because the 2001 skin is based on the male Brachie. Like the male 2001 JP3 Brachie. Because it's the thicker body. I kind of like the idea. Let's do this again. We'll take a random pattern. Of course, the JP3 Brachies are not all male. Common misconception. You could specifically in the river scene see that the main Brachie in front has like the red head, and the ones in back are thinner and don't have the red head. I've never confirmed this, but I feel like every animal in JP3 has a male and female variant designed and showed on screen. Except for maybe the Anki. I don't think there's any differences in the Ankylosaurs. But I think every other animal has a male and a female variant in that film. Looking at the Cretaceous and the Stampede herd, I'm pretty convinced that some of them have brighter crests. Some of them have like a dull, kind of like reddish orange crest, and other ones have more of a bright red. Maybe the Parasaurs, I don't know if you could see dimorphism. But you can see in the Triceratops for sure, because there's white striped ones, even though they're like very low res. Oh, the compies. Yeah, I forgot the compies were in that, honestly. No alpha. Damn. Reroll. I'd have to try and see the compies again in like the tanker truck scene to see if that would be even noticeable. Okay, I only intend to take the one solitary alpha here, so we're gonna have to keep re-rolling. Missing forest, yeah, because of the new... And you need a second goat. Well, aren't you special? Alright, there you go. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe. Oh my god, come on. Just trying not to fill the whole thing up with trees. That's why I'm trying to get like the sparse ones here a little bit. There we go. Urgent message from Dr. Sattler. $5 million, please. Thank you. Alright, that's what I was waiting for. It didn't take a million Brachio eggs this time. We actually got the perfect social tolerant humble alpha. Svalbard Rana. So, expedition's coming back in a second. Let's get that guy. 5-4 and a... No, what am I doing? 5-4 is enough. We could do this, and I could just put these people on break. Sure. Why not? It'll be nice for once and not overstress my people when I'm trying to get something out at the end of an episode. Wahoo! Yeah, that's a car. I was like, what is that? Raptor check? Raptor check? Still alive? Looks like it. Baby eater. And there's the baby. Wait, who is the alpha? Oh, it's this one. Okay. I was going to say we have a lot of social humble ones, but we do have a lot of social humble ones. Okay. Well, I really hope the aloes don't disappear, because that would be... Well, I say that would be a loss of substantial investment, but we basically cheesed the money, so, like... Is it, though? Not really. Might as well sell those. We have a ton of cash currently. And then this is you and you, so not really much to do with these two. Alright, let's wait for that Brachie. Okay, we might have an opportunity here to see a very hilarious telekinetic Allosaurus attack. Yes! Yes! His power is immense. He kills with his mind. And yet when he eats fairly normally. It's only the attacks that are crazy telekinetic moves. Looks like our Brachie is done cooking. Cue the Jurassic Park music. Wasn't that, it was like Men Who Stare at Goats a movie? Is that a real movie that I remember? That I think is about like CIA experiments to like kill a goat with your mind. It's a pretty nice Brachie, but we already know the JP3 Brachie variant is phenomenal, so this is not surprising. Svalbard Rana. Yep. Good stuff. Matches the babies well. It hasn't even taken over, but the herd's already good. Oh, it was good. Wait, what? Why did it get worse? Oh, because he took over from the baby. Right, we had Boss Baby who had no environmental needs. Right. And we said we still wanted to breed an alpha because that was kind of cheesy. But it does mean that this will happen. but we're fine. We'll put a little more over here too, just so they got a little leeway. Make sure everybody else is not mad at me now. I forgot about that glitch. Is that true for... Where's the baby? There's the baby. Yeah, this guy's got regular needs. It's just like the Brachie. Oh, but the Brachie's not this mod. The Brachie's its own mod. So it would be the Utahraptor is the same mod author. No, okay, I think it's just a glitch specifically with the Brachiosaurus needs for the baby, because it looks like the Utahraptor's fine. Which I get not fixing it, because it's like probably fairly low priority. Alright, well, with our Brachie out, that kind of wraps up everything I needed to get done here for today, so I think we'll end this episode here. Till next time.